Eureka!
Cool. Yeah, so I'm going to be showcasing how we got our PLP widget into the Franklin store, and it can simultaneously run with the cart widget. So kind of showcasing multiple widgets in the Franklin storefront. So I used or Arjun set up the Helix Vinia jam and then kind of piped our widget into it, and then I kind of enhanced it a little bit. But we're using the Vinia Helix site that's nicely hosted here, but I am running this locally. So if we go into tops sweaters, it'll take us to a product listing page. And this whole area right here is our PLP widget that actually also exists that we are building for Luma. So we were able to in 1 week, put our widget into Franklin and then also render Vinia data. So you can filter for categories. I know they don't look super nice, but hopefully we'll have the catalog API to kind of soon to make this look a lot prettier. Filter by price. You can sort low to high. And yeah, and so then once you click on a product, it'll take you to the PDP page that is still Franklin. And you can select a color, a size, and a quantity, and actually add it to the cart. So now we kind of went over to the Storefront Core's cart widget, and you can see that we added our product to the cart. And now you can check out. So this is another widget that the Core Use team owns. So it's pretty cool to see it working together. Next steps would be to add an actual add to cart button on the product.
Question. So if you don't mind, so in this demo, my understanding that these two widgets don't really interact with each other. They just exist on a Helix Franklin site.
Correct.
But there is no direct interaction.
Correct. So the way we set up both of our widgets were a little different. So it was a little bit of a learning curve, getting them structured so that they can interact. I got pretty close to adding the on actions to our widget so that they can interact. And I think that'll be like a quick follow-up. But unfortunately, I did not have that done for this demo. They're just coexisting right now.
But do we have a path to actually make them interact?
We do. Daniela showcased in her video the on actions. So what would happen, I guess I can go into the code a little bit. Here we have our Vinia Jam site, and in here, I think the core team does a good job of it in our scripts.
Probably delayed.
In the what?
All right. Delayed.js.
Oh, that's what it is. Yeah, so we kind of showcase, or the core team showcases on actions here. So in the cart widget repo, they register an on action, which is just kind of an endpoint to where you can insert, I guess, a custom function that you provide on the host website where you're implementing the widget. So this register talks to the on action, this on product link click that is defined in the Storefront Core widget. So that way you can define custom functions and actions within your host site that kind of makes all of these widgets able to interact. So the idea would be we would have the cart or the PLP widget have an on action that is add to cart. And once that function is on action, then in here we would register what would happen when a user clicks that onto cart, which would call the cart API or such. I don't know if I did a good job at explaining it, James, but they could probably explain it a little bit better. But we do have a way to interact between all of the widgets.